Have you ever felt like you're in the shadows, despite your best efforts? It's a common plight, but it doesn't have to be your narrative. Stoicism teaches us that true value emanates from within and is not contingent on external validation. However, the reality remains that being a priority in others' eyes can open doors to significant opportunities, both professionally and personally. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the dynamic shift as all eyes turn towards you. Your presence commands respect, your words carry weight, and your influence is undeniable. This isn't a distant dream, but a reality within your grasp, rooted in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. The strategies we're about to explore are not just theoretical concepts. They are practical, actionable, and time-tested. They promise not only the recognition you seek, but also a strengthening of your inner resilience. As we're going into these strategies, you will begin a journey of self-evolution, starting from how you perceive yourself and radiating outwards. So if you're ready to transform from being merely noticed to being unequivocally prioritized, stay tuned. This isn't about capturing fleeting moments of attention. It's about building a lasting presence that resonates and impacts long after you've left the room. Let's begin the journey towards a more respected and prioritized you with the first method. Command respect through self-value, the aura of self-esteem. Visualize a scenario where your very presence in a room becomes a catalyst for change. This is the tangible impact of profound self-value. Drawing inspiration from Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, embody the essence of self-respect in every environment you inhabit. His words, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one," serve as a powerful reminder to not just contemplate virtue, but to actively embody it. Picture yourself entering a gathering. As you step in, there's a subtle but definitive shift in the air. It's not just about how you carry yourself or how you're dressed. It's about the air of confidence and self-assuredness that you exude. This aura comes from a deep-rooted sense of self-worth and an unwavering understanding of your value. In your interactions, whether professional or personal, assert this worth not through words, but through your actions and choices. Opt for environments and social circles that recognize and appreciate what you bring to the table. For instance, choose to invest your time in a project team that values your input and respects your expertise, or nurture friendships that are reciprocal and uplifting. Remember, the way you regard and treat yourself sets a precedent for how others will treat you. By upholding a high standard of self-respect, you naturally command a similar level of respect from those around you. Your self-value is a beacon that signals to others your worth, ensuring that you are treated with the dignity and esteem you rightfully deserve. This practice of commanding respect through self-value isn't just about external perception. It's about affirming to yourself, and consequently to the world, your inherent worth and dignity. 2. Cultivate inner joy, the Seneca approach. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that true happiness is a treasure found within. Like Seneca, who navigated the highs of prosperity and the lows of adversity with equal composure, learn to root your joy in the fertile soil of your accomplishments and personal evolution. This kind of joy is not fleeting or dependent on external circumstances. It is a steady flame that burns from within, illuminating your path through life. Imagine how this inner joy influences your daily interactions. When you are content and fulfilled internally, your conversations, your demeanor, and even your simple presence carry an undercurrent of positivity and peace. This isn't about wearing a constant smile, but about a deeper state of satisfaction that subtly infuses all that you do. For instance, when facing challenges, instead of being swayed by frustration or disappointment, you draw on this reservoir of inner contentment. You approach obstacles not as sources of unhappiness, but as opportunities to learn and grow, further fueling your internal joy. This self-sourced happiness naturally creates an aura around you that is irresistibly attractive. People are drawn to your calm, your balanced outlook on life, and your ability to find contentment from within. In cultivating your inner joy, you not only enrich your own life, but also become a beacon of positivity for those around you, embodying the true essence of Stoic happiness. 3. Embrace strategic absence, the Epictetus approach. Drawing from the wisdom of Epictetus, consider the powerful impact of strategic absence in your social spheres. Be rarely found where you're expected, he advised, suggesting that there is value in unpredictability and maintaining a sense of independence. In your relationships and social interactions, judiciously choosing when to step back can paradoxically enhance your presence. Imagine applying this principle by mindfully balancing your social engagements with periods of personal retreat. This doesn't mean withdrawing or isolating yourself, but rather consciously deciding when and where to invest your energy and presence. For example, instead of always being readily available, invest time in activities that contribute to your personal growth and happiness. This could be pursuing a hobby, focusing on professional development, or simply taking time for self-reflection. This practice of strategic absence has a twofold effect. Firstly, it contributes significantly to your self-development, as these moments away are spent enriching your life and broadening your experiences. Secondly, it adds an element of depth and intrigue to your social persona. Your presence becomes something of a rare and valued commodity. People start to see you not just as a constant fixture in their social landscape, but as an individual with a rich, independent life, making your engagements with them more meaningful and anticipated. 4. Magnetize through mystery, the art of subtle revelation. In an era where the details of daily life are often broadcasted, embrace the power of being an enigma. This isn't about being secretive or closed off, but about mastering the art of subtle revelation. Share enough to spark curiosity, but leave enough unsaid to create an aura of mystery around you. This careful balance of disclosure and reservation invites others to lean in, to engage, to seek more. Consider the classic scenario of a conversation at a social gathering. Instead of divulging every detail of your life story or opinions, offer just glimpses. A fascinating anecdote here, a thoughtful comment there. This method not only keeps the conversation flowing, but also leaves a trail of intrigue that others are eager to follow. This magnetic allure comes from the human inclination to solve mysteries and uncover the unknown. When you provide just enough information to pique interest, you become a puzzle that others are drawn to solve. Your presence in any setting becomes more captivating, as people are naturally attracted to the depth and layers you imply but don't explicitly reveal. By adopting this approach, you position yourself as a figure of fascination, someone who stands out in a world often cluttered with too much information. Your measured sharing turns every interaction into an opportunity to deepen interest and engagement, making you a sought-after presence in others' lives. 5. Assert the power of choice, the strength of selective engagement. Embrace the ultimate act of self-respect, the courage to consciously choose your engagements and gracefully exit situations that don't align with your values or contribute to your well-being. This decisive action is more than just a statement of personal boundaries. It's a powerful declaration of self-worth and autonomy. Visualize, for example, a scenario at work where you're faced with a project that conflicts with your core beliefs or undervalues your contributions. By choosing to respectfully decline or renegotiate the terms, you assert that your skills and values are not merely commodities, but integral parts of a mutually respectful exchange. Similarly, in personal relationships, be willing to step back from dynamics that are unfulfilling or detrimental. This isn't a retreat but a strategic move, signaling that your presence and emotional investment are not to be taken lightly. It's a clear message that you value yourself, and that any relationship or situation you choose to be part of must be reciprocal and respectful. By asserting the power of choice, you command a higher regard from those around you. It subtly elevates your stature in their eyes, as they recognize that your participation is a privilege, not an entitlement. This selective engagement not only enhances your own sense of worth, but also sets a standard for how you are treated by others, fostering healthier, more balanced interactions and relationships. 6. Inspire through limited availability, the art of balanced engagement. Cultivate an environment where your presence is both valued and valuable by practicing the art of limited availability. This approach is not about playing hard to get. Rather, it's about recognizing the worth of your time and presence. By encouraging others to invest their efforts in building a connection with you, you create a dynamic where every interaction becomes significant and valued. Imagine scenarios in your social or professional circles where your selective participation adds weight to your presence. When you do engage, ensure that your interactions are rich in substance and intention. This could mean having deep, meaningful conversations, collaborating effectively on projects, or simply being fully present in the moments you share with others. This conscious balance of give and take cultivates a reciprocal appreciation. As you acknowledge and value the efforts of others, they in turn begin to see your time and involvement as something to be cherished. It's a symbiotic relationship where respect is the foundational element. By adopting this approach, you subtly elevate your position in the eyes of others. You're not just another acquaintance or colleague. You become someone whose presence is a meaningful addition to any situation. This balanced engagement fosters deeper connections and places you higher on their list of priorities, not because of scarcity, but because of the quality and intentionality you bring to your interactions. 7. Harness the power of silence, the unspoken dialogue. In the realm of communication, the strategic use of silence can be more impactful than a flurry of words. By not always being the one to initiate contact or conversation, you create an intriguing space. This space isn't empty, rather it's filled with the potential for others to recognize and appreciate the worth and value of your presence in their lives. Consider moments in your interactions where stepping back and embracing silence can be more expressive than any words. This could manifest in a pause during a conversation, allowing the other person to share their thoughts, or in choosing not to immediately respond to messages, giving both parties time to reflect. This silence is not about distance, but about fostering a dynamic where your presence is not taken for granted. It encourages others to contemplate your role in their lives and often leads them to seek you out, valuing your input and company more highly. By mastering the power of silence, you engage in a more profound form of communication. You allow your actions and presence, or the lack thereof, to speak volumes. This approach doesn't just enhance the perception of your value, it also encourages a more balanced, thoughtful, and meaningful exchange in your relationships. 8. Invest in self-development, the magnetism of personal growth. The commitment to personal growth and self-improvement is a vital aspect of your character development. By focusing on evolving and enriching your life, you not only enhance your own experience, but also increase your appeal to others. Your dedication to self-development becomes an intriguing and admirable journey that draws genuine interest and admiration from those around you. Imagine your path of self-improvement as a garden that you're constantly tending. Each new skill learned, each book read, every healthy habit formed is like planting a new seed. As these seeds grow and blossom, so too does the garden of your character. This continuous cultivation makes your personal journey an interesting and inspiring one to others. For instance, consider how learning a new language or mastering a new hobby can add layers to your personality, making your conversations richer and more engaging. As you share these experiences and insights, people are naturally drawn to the depth and breadth of your character. Your commitment to self-improvement signals a life lived with intention and curiosity, qualities that are inherently attractive. By investing in yourself, you're not just becoming a better version of yourself, you're also crafting a life story that others are eager to be a part of. Your journey of self-development becomes a beacon, attracting others who value growth and learning, and who appreciate the unique blend of qualities you bring to the table. 9. Live with Stoic Balance, harmonizing external and internal worlds. Incorporating the concept of Stoic balance into your life narrative is a profound and enriching choice. This equilibrium, which delicately straddles the line between seeking external recognition and fostering internal validation, is essential for a life rooted in true self-awareness and authenticity. By maintaining this balance, you ensure that your actions and decisions are firmly anchored in your personal values, even as you navigate the complexities of external expectations and social recognition. Imagine this balance as walking a tightrope where on one side lies the desire for external validation, accolades, recognition, and praise from others. On the other side is the quieter but equally important internal validation, self-acceptance, personal fulfillment, and peace. Successfully walking this tightrope involves a constant mindful adjustment to keep from veering too far in either direction. For example, in your professional life, while you strive for success and recognition, also make space for self-reflection and personal satisfaction in your work. Let your achievements be as much about your personal fulfillment and growth as they are about external success. Similarly, in relationships, while it's important to be valued and respected by others, equally prioritize understanding and fulfilling your own needs and expectations. By living with Stoic balance, you create a life that is not just successful in the conventional sense, but also deeply fulfilling on a personal level. This approach ensures that you remain grounded in what truly matters to you, leading to a life that commands respect and admiration, not just for what you achieve, but for who you are. As we draw the curtains on this exploration, it's crucial to recognize that these strategies are more than mere tools for shaping how others perceive us. They are vital steps towards nurturing and elevating our intrinsic self-worth. By weaving these Stoic principles into the fabric of your daily life, you initiate a transformative process. This transformation transcends external appearances, deeply altering how you view and value yourself. Envision becoming a person whose substance and depth are not just recognized by others, but deeply felt and appreciated by you. In embracing these practices, you prioritize your own growth and well-being, making yourself a central figure in your life narrative. This shift in self-perception naturally radiates outward, compelling others to see and respect you as a person of significance and priority. Reflect on your journey and the steps you take each day. How are these practices reshaping your path? In what ways have you noticed a change in how you view yourself and how others interact with you? Remember, the journey to self-improvement and recognition is ongoing, a path not just to be walked, but to be cherished. As you continue to integrate these Stoic tenets into your life, celebrate each step forward, each moment of self-realization, for these are the milestones that mark a life lived with purpose and self-respect.